good to me. What's the secret? Tell me what you do to me. I'm high in the spirit, feeling real woozy. I'm feeling like David, tell him get
I'm high though, off that Christ though, going psycho. I run around doing cartwheels like a hypo. You feeling me? Don't be killing me. You're illing me. Demons on my back, yeah, they be drilling me. I tell you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up his word and give me energy. Tell the filthy devil, get up off of me. Say you gotta pay, ain't nothing for free.
I can come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit.
Yeah, this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy.
I'm fading in the spirit.
Yeah, this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Even to another top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like this.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flutter rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm celibate, can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, looking for presidents, look up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Nah, make a sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
I can come down, it's only up from here. I can shake the towel off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing tone, people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah.
I just like the sound of it.
I got these goals and these dreams. I know I can't live without them. That means I gotta go get it. I know a lot of people, they doubt it. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Yeah, I'm working 9 to 5, this 9 to 5 don't work for me. I gotta find my way about this, ain't how it's supposed to be. Feel like I'm settling for less, that's why I gotta leave. They may not understand it, it's not for them to see. Cause it's my vision and it's not yours, no. And you won't get it until reverse rolls around and around. I put my dreams on hold, you tell me how that sound. I wish my dreams could pay cause I work for right now. Ain't had nobody else that they gon' hold me down. While I chase these dreams and know my goals. Chase these dreams and know my goals.
When I say hold me down, I mean support. And when I say support, that don't always mean financially. Support can be from anybody and everybody. It's just you let me know that you're in my corner. It's simple.
I got these goals and these dreams. I know I can't live without them. That means I gotta go get it. I know a lot of people, they doubt it. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong, gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Yeah, ain't no more talking, I'ma take the leap and quit. Just wait till my shit drop, tell them I don't need this shit, I'ma be fine, even on my own. And I don't need your opinions cause I'm grown. Say you wanna see me when I know you don't. Saying it don't make no sense, that's where you're wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'ma do the shit, fuck those who doubt it. Apologies, I won't allow it. Success talking, it talk the loudest. It talk the loudest. Success talking, it talk the loudest. It talk the loudest. Success talking it. I don't gotta explain myself no more. Cut me off.
Not at all, Sabrina. Grand rising, everybody. Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We got some things to talk about. We go get right to it, y'all. I'm not even going to hold y'all as you all are coming in the room. Daniel, let me know where you are. T, let me know where you are. Ricky, let me know where you all are with your mental health, baby cake. From 1 to 10, like I said, right now I'm probably at about an 8, but I know it's going to go up higher than that. Jata, hey Sabrina, Iris Harris, Grand Rise, and I know I'm at about an 8, but it's going to go higher than that. You know, it's just some mornings it takes a little bit longer to get me in that mind space that I need to be, you know, where I'm really choosing happy. Like I'm making a conscious decision to not dwell on anything that is challenging in my life. I'm making a conscious decision to not dwell on anything that is not right in my life. Like I'm truly making a conscious decision. Hey, Tina T, I'm making a conscious decision to choose happy again today because I got some things to do, baby cake. I got some things to do, Tina T. I got some things to do, Lidgy. I got some things to do, Rhonda Love. I can't be in a space, a mental space where I don't want to see the sunshine. You feel me? I can't be in that space. So instead, y'all, I'm choosing to choose happy. Now I'm going to play a video. Those of you who are on TikTok, if you want to see the video as we talk through this Lil Durk case, go ahead on over to Green Links Media, which I hope you have. The link is right in my bio right here on TikTok. If you are on Instagram, you can go on over to Green Links Media also, and you can see the video that we are about to play. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe, everybody. Broker Babe, subscribe to Green Links Media. Everyone out there, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media. Subscribe to Green Links Media. It's LYNX, green, 2 words, Green Links Media. Make sure you subscribe so you can see the full video. So the video that I'm about to play is off of Law and Crime. Okay, it's a video that kind of talks to what's going on with this Lil Durk case. We're going to get right into it. We aren't going to waste no time. We are going to get right into this whole situation because I think that family, we need to have a conversation. Family, can we have a conversation? Like, what else? We got the CIA that entered the Me Too movement, y'all. Did y'all know that the CIA has entered the Me Too movement? I didn't even know. And this, I guess this has been going on, but it's because this Diddy situation then took over the airwaves, the media waves, and the election. Nobody's really talking about it. Or did y'all hear about it? I know I hadn't heard about it until this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like, but haven't we been talking about this? Haven't this been talked about for a while? Service people, people that's in the service, whether they are in the CIA, the FBI, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines, a lot of times women are not protected. A lot of times, Tank, women are not protected, unfortunately. So let's first start with this Lil Durk situation. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this, and then we're going to talk to this. If you are familiar with it, thank you so much for the follow. If you are familiar with it, please feel free to comment. If you are not, still feel free to comment. I really want to know y'all opinion on this because Lil Durk, before I even share my screen, let me look up and see how old he is. Because, man, y'all, Durk age. He only 32. He was born in 1992. As a matter of fact, he just had a birthday. October 19th was his birthday. And he was just arrested. Was he arrested on his birthday? I hope not, because he was just arrested last week. So he wasn't arrested on his birthday, y'all, but he's just 32 years old and going through this. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this video, and we are going to get into it.
A popular rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder-for-hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida.
He's in Florida, y'all. He's gotten arrested. Allegedly, they're trying to say that he was trying to flee possibly to Bali. I don't know if you all, hey, Joanne, Grand Rising to you. I don't know if you all, hey, Tamara, Grand Rising to you. Hey, Teresa, Grand Rising to you. Grand Rising, everybody. I don't know if y'all had heard about this Lil Durk case, but allegedly, he was trying to get up out the country because he was probably he was probably alerted that the authorities were coming, y'all, and that he was going to be facing these charges. And these are some serious allegations. They are trying to hit him with some serious allegations, like he is a boss, like a mob type boss, y'all. We're going to continue to play this. Let me just get back.
Waiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest.
Yeah. Hey, that burger dude. Did you hear about the Lil Durk situation? That burger dude. Conspiracy. Unlifing to hire, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Let me just back that up because I want to make sure y'all heard what he's being charged with. Like this, these are some serious allegations, y'all.
To commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman.
Okay, yeah. What is going on with people, Tamara? That's what I said. Thank you so much for the follow, everybody. That's what I said, Angeline. What is going on with people today, baby cake? What is going on? But he's 32 years old. And this is, so what they go on to say, and I'm going to play a little bit more of the video, y'all, is that is tied to the attempted unlifing to hire of Quando, another guy. And this is all tied to King Von. Like this is just tied to. You know what they always say though, right, Teresa? Wow. They say that a lot of the times when you hear about these unlifings in the streets, this is stuff that then it may have happened a year or so ago. It happened in the past. And if the allegations are true, they put a hit out on this young man right here in connection with, see, that burger dude said, no, this is new to me. They're saying that they put a hit out on this young man. If you are on Green Links Media on our YouTube channel, then you can see the video that I'm talking about in connection with King Von because of this OTF. I'm going to continue to play the video, y'all.
Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you have did some research into this whole King Von, or you are familiar with, you know, the gang culture in Chicago. And I mean, it can get real when your back is pushed up against the wall. When you back up a cat up against the wall, they're going to come out fighting eventually. You cannot put a human being in a situation where they cannot possibly survive, or their only means to survive is to shut or hurt each other. That's an issue. The gang culture, a lot of times when you hear about these young men entering in these gang cultures, because they may not have the stability that they need at home. They may not have the family structure that they need at home. So they enter into these gangs to try and get what they feel they don't have. Let's continue with the video.
According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant,
5 men, y'all. 5 men.
aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, aka Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges, including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder.
This makes me so sad because there's so many layers we can unpack here, Diane. And there's so many layers we can unpack here, that burger dude, because these are all young men. 5 additional young men have been taken, will be charged. These are all lives, right? Tamara said, damn, are they bored? What the H? Right. What is going on? But Tamara, you know what? A lot of times too, best friend. They don't see any other way but to be in these gangs. And I'm going to play some more of this video, y'all. Thank you so much, Dwayne. Thank you so much. And if you guys can go ahead and share this for me, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And if anybody on here would like to join the conversation, please don't be disrespectful if you come up here. If you like to join the conversation, we are talking about Lil Durk. It's just so sad, y'all, because this is another young man who is possibly facing, jail time that can possibly ruin his entire career. My thing is, when do we decide to leave the streets alone? Because a lot of us, when we are going into these positions, we may be coming off of being in the streets, like literally being in the streets. When do we let the streets go? That's one of my questions I have, right, Teresa? Teresa said terrible. That's one of the questions that I have. When do we finally say, you know what? I don't even need the streets like I used to. I don't need to be out here hustling and doing the things that I used to do. Let me leave the streets in my past. Let's move on with the video, yeah.
Murder for hire involving death and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death.
And I do apologize. I should have announced earlier. These are all allegations, and this may be a trigger warning. If this is a trigger to you, please feel free to leave and come back. Grand rising to you, Raven. Tamara said, you know what they say, you could take the person out the streets. Yeah, but you can't take the streets out the person. And that's one of the issues right there, Tamara. It's like their lives is over before it even gets started, but we don't know what happened or what caused them to go that way, or what their livelihood was like before they made it big. True. And that's what I feel like, Tamara, is a lot of the issues. Also, fella, Grand Rising, come on in. We are talking about the Lil Durk situation. I don't know if you had heard about it, Heather, Sabu. I don't know if any of you had heard about it, but we're talking about the Lil Durk situation and how he was arrested. We're listening to the video right now, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. And Tamara, you said so much in that, because it's so true. That goes to a part of what we say as far as self-development. When you get placed into these situations where you have evolved and you made it big, especially when it comes to your finances, is very, very important that we surround ourselves with people that can help guide us through that huge jump in finances. And like Tamara said, a lot of times you can take the person out of the street, but you can't take the street out of the person. Isn't that what we hear going on with Diddy right now? Isn't that very similar? It seems like even though he had amassed all of these riches, he got all of this money and his life truly changed. Like his address had changed. His house was worth millions, still worth millions. Grand Rising, Hunty, still worth millions. At the same time, you can, just like Tamara said, a lot of times you could take the person out the street, but you can't take the street out of the person. It's very challenging for a lot of us to unlearn the things that we've always known. And it seems like that, unfortunately, that is going to be a similar situation if the allegations are true as far as Lil Durk and his OTF team. Let me go ahead and finish playing some more of this video, because I think it's just so important, because I like this law and crime because they really break it down.
DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges, including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime result.
Now, keep in mind, I don't know if you all are aware, but I may be saying his name wrong. FD Duck was someone who was unlifed during this entire plot, y'all, and they go on to talk about that. So let me go play some more.
In death.
And his mom is actually, if y'all did not know, she's actually has a civil case against Durk right now. So this case, that case on top of this case, so he has 2 pending trial cases right now, y'all. 2.
Serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group, Only the Family.
Now, you may be wondering, how is it the death penalty? And he's from Chicago. He was picked up in Broward County. So he was picked up actually in Florida, everybody.
also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault at the...
Now, these are all allegations, everybody. They're trying to say allegedly Lil Durk is the founder and runner of this OTF posse. That's what we used to call them back in the days. Gang is what they're...
direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta.
So you see what I'm saying when they say a lot of times when we see these crimes happening, y'all, that it's probably from past crimes. Hey, Yaya Boo, it's probably from past crimes. So this King Von was unlifed in 2020, y'all. It is... I'm going to play some more of this video.
He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6 during an argument between two groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate, Lil Tim, after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB,
which they're trying to say is actually Lil Durk. So I want to fast forward it a little bit more because I want to go into the person who was actually unlifed, where they're talking about, hang on, y'all. Oh, here he is. Here we go.
being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck.
Okay.
FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise.
So another alleged criminal enterprise, y'all. Like, what is going on? Okay. That burger dude said money doesn't change people. If anything, it exposes their truth. Mother Mafia, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mother Mafia. What are y'all, anybody that's on here right now, what are your thoughts? Money doesn't change people. If anything, it exposes their truth, that burger dude said. Tamara said it kind of seemed like it's loyal. It's a loyalty thing. You know, when it comes to the streets, whatever your status is, whatever you got into, it doesn't matter if you made it out. Some people feel like your loyalty is in position. Tamara, you are reading this story like I am reading this story, because it feels like that, doesn't it? Loyalty in a position, you were in a post to stand as such, like for the ones who couldn't get it out. They don't care about none of that. They feel like you are what you are. You were before anything. You might eat the elevated, you or not. So basically what Tamara is saying is that it seems like it's a loyalty thing. Like once you're in that gang culture, you can never come out of it. And I think that that's probably very, very true, Tamara. I think that's very, very true. So now they're talking about FD Duck. Let me go back to that video so I can play some more of that, because these are two individuals, and all of this happened during COVID, y'all. So y'all see what I'm saying? You see how long it's even taken them? Let me go back. Let me go back a little bit so we can get back into.
But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate.
And this mom is not playing. Okay, she is not playing with Lil Durk, OTF, or anybody else.
Alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant...
Where are all these criminal enterprises deriving from, or have they always been there? Have they always been there? Did they just bring these criminal empires into the illegal empire? Is it that hard for us to unlearn? I got your Tim Hortons, baby. Is it that hard for us to unlearn or let it go? I'm asking for myself as well, y'all, because inquiring minds would like to know, okay? Inquiring minds would like to know, is it that hard for us to leave the streets alone when we come from the streets? Get back to the video.
Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday. The FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. So, what are y'all thoughts on this entire situation? That burger dude said, how easy is it for someone to walk away from themselves? I guess when you got millions of dollars, it may be easier than we think, bro. I think, listen, these are two separate cases where they were caught. Now, they're saying that he was booking all these flights because he was trying to get up out of Dodge because of these allegations. He was trying to get out of Dodge, allegedly. Allegedly, y'all. Roman Empire said, girl, I'm 5 weeks postpartum with twins. Any advice? Yes. Just go out the door for 5 seconds at least every hour. And I'm telling you, it will help. Just get away for a little bit. Every chance you can. Every chance you can. 2 sets of twins. So I definitely know how that feels. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I know this is crazy. This is crazy. This Lil Durk situation is crazy. I'm going to play a little bit more of this video because I really enjoyed what they had to say. What she had to say, how she got into it. And what he had to say. Okay, let me go back a little bit. I'm going to share my screen again, y'all. That burger dude said it's not easy to not be who you have been all your life. Yeah. How is Russell Simmons over there living? That's what I wonder, y'all. How is Russell Simmons over there living? Okay. Big Mike said he should have chartered a flight going cheap. You always get caught. Yaya Boo said, I halfway know these people, so I'm about confused. Old school. Okay. Okay. Well, Lil Durk, I know from, y'all, it's and now the CIA, how the CIA is struggling right now with Me Too. You know what? I should not even say how. Why is it that we're just now finding out about this? Is the question. Yeah. So the CIA now enters this sexual abuse and assault group chat that everybody seems to be in, including the former CEO from Abercrombie and Fitch, which we talked about last week. He's another one that seemingly, allegedly has been trafficking. We don't even know what yet. Is like, what more? Tamara said, at some experience with friends and things is easier said than done when it comes to leaving the streets. A lot of them want it just too deep and can't let it go. Tamara, you know what? I have had people tell me that the streets are just as addictive as drugs. Bill 716. I have heard Grand Rising to you, Spills. I have heard people tell me, JJ, that the streets is just as addictive. Hey, E Digger, that the streets is just as addictive as drugs, if not more. And you know what, y'all? If you have ever been a hustler and you like that fast money and how that adrenaline rush that you get when you making that money, then yeah, I can definitely see how the streets would be definitely a hard place to leave if you have been in them for a very long time, or if you have gotten even a taste of what that fast money looks like. But at what point is enough? How much money do we really need? Or do you think that we have such a lack mindset when we come from the struggle in the streets that we don't know how to leave the streets alone? Is my question. Do you think that our struggle mindset, stacks to God, is just too much for us to leave the streets alone, even after we have made it, even after we no longer need to struggle like that? Big Mike said, I don't see why she's never stayed the same, or the people. Yeah. Do y'all feel that some people like you, and you know what too, also, everyone, sometimes we are intimidated at the level that we're playing at. we're intimidated by the people that we're playing with. So we want to go back down and play with the people that we're used to playing with, because we're intimidated by either their wealth, their knowledge, their experience. We're intimidated by the amount of power that they seemingly have at these higher levels, even though we ourselves may be at a similar level. But because we are there, but we aren't used to playing up there, we start to retreat and go back to what we're used to. Tamara said, even with some being caught up, it's still not enough, but we can't judge because we haven't been, nor have we been in their shoes. True that. True that. True that. I'm going to play a little bit more of this video because I wanted to go into what he was explaining, everybody. So let me go back into that. And we can continue to break this down. And then we're going to go into the CIA situation, y'all.
Is to maintain the same group of friends that they had since they were kids.
On essentially since 2020, even probably prior to that too.
Well, you know, one of the things that's been popular with hip hop artists is to maintain the same group of friends that they had since they were kids. Maintaining that loyalty, not changing up, and becoming a new person because you have fame. And so in keeping these alliances, you know, sometimes there's beef that follows from the streets into rap. And, you know, like I said, these guys live, you know, day to day, and their alliances also live that same lifestyle.
And
Your thoughts? Big Mike said, yeah, the streets are crazy. I think they're very crazy. And unfortunately, as we evolve, we have to allow our circle to evolve as well. Trees Talks. Hey, Amor, we have to allow our circle, Stacks to God, to evolve as we begin to evolve, because when we don't, we still run the risk of being caught up, such as what we see playing out right now in a lot of these cases. Diddy, right? Lil Durk, you know, what Young Thug. These all seem to be cases where you came from the streets, you had the ability to get up out of the streets, but you chose allegedly to not leave the streets alone. I think that, and thank you so much for the follow, I think that it's very hard to leave the streets alone when you're used to being in the streets and you're used to getting that fast money, especially if you are in a situation where you need some quick money and you know how to get that quick money. And then it seems like, oh, this is seeming very lucrative. And before you know it, months, you know, weeks, months, and years have passed, and you're still in that same situation, even though you don't need to be in that same situation. A lot of times I believe that it is that the streets are just as highly addictive as drugs are. Big Mike said they should take a page out of Young Thug's book, Never Change Up. Thank you so much for the follow, everybody. I think that you know, I heard something over the weekend, and they I don't know where it was at on social media or something. I want to ask you all a question. Do you think that some people are here as an example of what to do and what not to do? Good morning, Big Lou. Big Lou, do you think that some people are placed here to be an example of what to do and what not to do? I think so. We can all look around us and see the things that we know that we shouldn't be doing, and then the things that we would like to do. Big Lou said, that's right. That burger dude said, it's the difference between going back and reaching back. Oh, it's the difference between going back and reaching back. If and when you make it out, when you go back, you can't try and fit in. You have to lead. Woo! We have no leadership examples. I'm going to leave that one right there. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, Devajna. It's the difference between going back and reaching back. If and when you make it out, when you go back, you cannot try and fit in. And that's what I think it is. Big Lou said, we all fall short. We're not perfect. Every day of your life is learning, correction. Hold yourself accountable. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of times I think that burger dude, that's one of the issues, that we try and fit in, even though we're no longer the same person that was that. We try and fit in because we feel as though if we fit in, then these people will like us, or if we fit in, then we won't stand out so much. But some of us were made to stand out. But a lot of us don't feel comfortable standing out. So we would rather not. Right, Big Mike? Big Mike said that's true, but never forget where you came from. Always try and help the ones you left. Exactly. Exactly. That burger dude said exactly. It's that fitting in. You can't fit into something that you've outgrown. That's like trying to fit in. When you were a little kid, you got school, you got new clothes because you outgrew them. That's like trying to fit into something that you fit in at 5 and now you're 10. We don't look at life like that. We try and fit in. We don't want to stand out because we don't want to be different. We were programmed to want to be just like everybody else. Yeah, boo. May Walker. We were programmed to want to be just like everybody else, Teresa. We were programmed. So when we aren't like everybody else, we think that something's wrong. Teresa said they also put loyalty as a way of life instead of self-care for what is truly important. The addiction of trying to impress and make themselves feel important, once jumped out, leap forward to do better. Ooh, once jumped out. Yaya Boo said right. Hey, Audie, once jumped out, leap forward to do better. Okay. That burger dude said right, Big Mike. Reach back. Reach back. Don't try and fit in. You're not meant to fit in. And I'm to listen, as I'm saying this, as I'm thinking to what that burger dude said, I'm saying this to myself too. It's a difference between going back and reaching back. If and when you make it out, when you go back, you can't try and fit in. You have to lead. We have no leadership examples. Do you feel that a lot of us are afraid to lead for fear of, oh, who do that person think that they are? Who do she think she is? Who do he think he is? Oh, he think just because that burger dude got his own cart and stuff, he think he better than us. He think because he running his own business, he think he better than us, you know? Because a lot of times, y'all, that's what we do. Y'all know that's what we do. My favorite mentor, Lisa Nichols, said, you know, I'm better as an example. I'm not meant to be there. I'm better as an example. Some of us have to be an example and not be worried about, you know, fitting in. Not worry about fitting in. Now, his entire life, how long has Thug been on trial? For about 4 years now, he's been in jail. All of that money, y'all. All of that money. Big Mike said that's the purpose of him or her even trying to do better and to give back. Do you feel, Big Mike, that a lot of us think that if we come back, that's us giving back? If we go back, but some of us have to outgrow the place and space that we're in order to show the people that are there that yes, you can too do better. That burger dude said, it's not fear, it's ignorance. If you don't know, you don't know. That's true too. I didn't know what I didn't know until I figured out what I didn't know. And then I was like, wait a minute, I don't know a lot. Okay. Teresa said, it's an excuse, Queen. You can't be worried about an obsolete opinion of someone else. I receive it. I receive it. Big Mike said, if you come back, bring something back from what they gave you, a chance for them to leave. That burger dude said, leaders are born, not made. Everyone can't lead. Amen. You can't follow all your life and suddenly be a leader. That is so true. That is so true. And some leaders are afraid of their own shadow. Some leaders aren't comfortable in that leadership place because, again, you stand out when you're leading. And some people don't feel comfortable standing out like that. You know, this is so unfortunate with Lil Durk because he's 32. He literally just turned 32 yesterday, like October 19th. October 19th. And this is still developing. This is still developing, everybody. So the Palm Beach Post is reporting that, again, Lil Durk was arrested in Florida. He was arrested in Broward County for alleged unlifing to hire. You know, they're saying that the federal indictment was filed in a U.S. District Court in Los Angeles on Friday, and the details have not been released. But the arrest comes after 5 people were served with federal unlifing for hire charges after allegedly putting a hit out on rapper Quando Rondo in retaliation for the unlifing of King Von. So how many? That's like what, 8? That's like 8 bodies, everybody. 8 lives. 8 lives, Milton. 8 lives, Yaya Boo. 8 lives, y'all, that are never going to be the same. And for what? For what? Some of these situations, y'all, I think need to be unpacked in a classroom. Like that whole old block and that whole gang culture in the inner city situation needs to be broken down seriously. Because again, when you put people in a situation where they have to be struggling to the point where some people have to be in grocery stores stealing dinner, when you place people in a situation like that, then what do you expect them to do? Then on the other hand, how many times are we going to be our own executioner? I mean, they ain't even got to have the cops out there hurting us. We out there doing it for ourselves. We doing it to each other. How long is that going to go on? It's a complete waste. It's a complete waste. These type of situations, y'all, because there's just so many different gray areas. Like I can see different situations, but when it comes to the point where you are, Lil Durk, you know, whoo, child. Renew your mind and the rest will follow. Don't be colorblind. You will be shallow. Don't do it. Don't do it. That burger dude said, until we have strong leaders. Yeah. And the leaders that we thought were strong are now being taken down. Who else, Cat? That's all I got to say. Who else, Cat Williams? What else is going to happen? I mean, we got 2 more months, y'all. We got 2 more months left in this year of 2024. God willing, we all make it to and through. But what else? The CIA now is struggling with the Me Too movement, y'all. Come on now. That burger dude said, why do you think Martin and Malcolm are? Man, listen, okay? Martin, Malcolm, and countless other ones. Teresa said, when I think of the gospel song, I was just listening to it this morning, break every chain, this can be applied. Stop the menace. I agree. And that burger dude said, and so on and so on. Okay? It's not an accident. I don't think so either. I don't think so either. And then they were trying to say that is Diddy out here squealing? Is Diddy out here telling people business because he got all these things stacked up against him, Stacks the guy? Because he got all of these situations stacked up against him, Max Boo? I don't know. Is Diddy out here snitching? It looks like a lot of these cases were being built over the last few years. Could they be related in some way? Absolutely. Will we know? We don't know. Will we know? We have no idea what's going to happen. That burger dude said it's nothing new. We have no idea what's going to happen. Rose, we have no idea. So in other news, this is being reported by CNN. I heard Gayle King talking about it today on the news, and that's what made me look it up because I hadn't even heard about this. And I go to look it up, and this article's dating back from September, y'all. So why are all the news outlets not reporting about this? So what's being reported on CNN, everybody, is that the CIA is struggling right now with its own #MeToo moment. Like what? But me saying what is like, girl, did you think that the CIA was not going to be involved? Do we not think that women that's in the armed services have not gone through some things? Do we really not think that, Jennifer? I would say they have. I would say they have. If you've been in the armed services, and we know that a lot of these positions, a lot of these careers that some of us have chosen in the entertainment industry, in the financial services industry, in the armed forces industry, heavy on the male top. Heavy on the male. Heavy on the male. So are we not surprised that this alleged sexual abuse or sexual assault has also been going on with the CIA? If I allow myself to sit back and think, I'm like, no, you know what, Vat? You shouldn't be surprised. Sassy said, even car salesmen, if you think about it, exactly, Sassy. Sassy said, my thing, why was it allowed to go on for so long? Exactly. Why was it allowed? And what about the ones that have not been reported? Sassy, what about those? What about the cops? What about all of these other positions that I'm sure women have some hashtag Me Too's? I'm sure of it. So what CNN is reporting, courts in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. have been quietly, y'all. Like I said, I saw an article from September. So they have been quietly hearing cases of alleged sexual assault at the CIA for more than a year. So this has been going on for more than a year, y'all. But what we got to get bombarded with, not the CIA, but Diddy. Not the Central Intelligence Agency, y'all, but Diddy. Really? We don't need to be worried about the CIA. We need to be more worried about Diddy. Y'all, make it make sense. Make it make sense, Ms. Johnson. Make it make sense. Why are we talking about Diddy and not the freaking CIA, y'all? 2 cases have resulted in convictions of misdemeanor assault in Virginia already. So this past September, a federal judge in D.C. sentenced a former CIA officer to 30 years, y'all, 30 years in prison for allegedly and actually assaulting dozens of women, y'all, dozens of women. Behind the scenes, other allegations continue to plague the notoriously insular spy agency, including at least one claim that has resulted in, like we said, this officer being fired. Now it goes on to talk about a stream of female whistleblowers and how they've gone to Capitol Hill because they're like, enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. That burger dude said Diddy is black. Hey, bro, Mike, grand rising to you. And it is a power move. But why are we not talking about this, y'all? How many of you on this live right now are just now hearing about this? But we are being bombarded with the Diddy situation. Diddy is not overseeing nothing that has to do with us for real, for real. He's not overseeing the Central Intelligence Agency for the United States of America. Not even involved. But this is steady being pushed at us. But yet, the CIA has also entered into the movement. Sassy said Diddy is a distraction of what's really going on. I agree, Sassy. And obviously, a lot of us did not realize it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in this world right now. A lot of stuff going on in this world that is just not in the news. It's just not in the news. But they want us to know about everything else, right? They want us to know about everything else, but they don't want us to talk about that. I don't know about y'all, but I just keep on saying, make it make sense. Please make it make sense, because it's just not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me, y'all. Well, early voting has started. If you are in this Western New York area, Big Mike said, hey, stuff been going on for years. They report what they want to report, what they do, what they want to do. What's done in the dark will come to light. Sassy said, and no, I'm not a Diddy supporter, but just like Big Wig, they just got arrested and bailed out. Exactly. That burger dude said, ain't nothing under the sun that hasn't been done before. Don't we talk about it on the VETTE GREEN Show all the time? How we can go back to the director couch from some of these movies, including the Wizard of Oz, y'all. Some of the allegations of what was being done on that set. So it really isn't anything new under the sun that hasn't been done before. It's just like Kat said at the start of the year. Kat, put the top back on. I'm tired, Kat. I'm tired, Jay. I don't want to hear anything else that's going on, but to go to the doggone polls and vote. That's it. Get your butt to the polls and vote. It is time, y'all. It is time. It is time that we get to these polls and vote, because we don't know what it's going to look like for any of us. We do not know what it's going to look like, but early voting has started. Here in Erie County, the polls are open. I believe early voting is 12 to 5 today. On the weekend is 9 to 5, but do a simple internet search and see where you can early vote depending on what state you are in. I would suggest you get out there and early vote, because we do not know what it is going to look like as it gets closer to November. We still have a week left of this month, October. Let's get those votes in, y'all. I'm not telling y'all who to vote for. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying is that we really need to be thinking about some things as we go out here. We really need to be thinking about some things, y'all, as we go out here, because, again, we do not know what it is going to look like for any of us, Eddie. Big Mike said, as long as y'all vote for VETTE GREEN Show, y'all good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Sassy said, why hasn't that big lawyer from the Cosby case spoke on any of this? Gloria, I think her name is. I don't know. Big Mike said, exactly. Go look up those reports on Judy Garland. Exactly. Hey, good morning, user 4936. Exactly. What do y'all think about what came out with Flex and Shine? You know, I think it was Funk Flex that was saying that Shine knew it. Basically, he knew what he was getting himself into. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And Funk Flex and Shine. I think it was Funk Flex, wasn't it? Yeah, so he called Shine out. He's basically saying that he's a stone cold liar, and basically that Shine knew what he was getting himself into. We're talking about the situation where the young woman was in the club in New York, and she got pow-powed in the face, and she said she never went against saying who pow-powed her. Well, Shine is saying, if you saw the interview that Shine had did, he's saying that his whole life had got messed up because of Diddy. Well, Funk Flex, and this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Shine came out and said this. Well, Funk Flex is calling him out. He's saying he's going to explode Shine, and that Diddy really is the fall guy. So this is being reported, everybody. You can go on The Source. You can go on Complex. I believe you can go on YouTube and see. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube as well, you guys, where he was calling them out. Do any of y'all follow Funk Flex at all? Do any of y'all Mellow, Deshaun, do any of y'all follow Funk Flex at all? You know, some testosterone energy is just a little bit too much for me. Sometimes it's a little bit too much for me. So let me see if I can pull up the rant. I think I can. Let me play a little bit of that. That burger dude said, personally, I'm voting for Pedro. Man, personally, just get yourself out there. Get yourself out there and vote. At this point, man, listen. At this point, we just need to make sure that we are out there voting. Seriously. Okay, let me share my screen. And those of you who are on TikTok, you can listen.
Because this has been bothering me for weeks. So when somebody tries to say they the scapegoat or
it literally must have been bothering him for weeks, y'all, because literally I saw this speech or whatever that Shine did, or this interview that he did. Literally, this was like when Diddy got arrested, like maybe a week after, and we know how long that's been, at least 4 to 6 weeks. At least 4 to 6 weeks. So Funk Flex, if you've been letting this bother you all that time, then you got way too much time on your hands. You letting somebody else's mess bother you. That's all I'm saying, Christine. That's all I'm saying.
It's like they were used.
And do y'all believe that Diddy was used? Because some people believe that BS3 network, that Diddy is the scapegoat.
It's been bothering me, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sean, I love you, bro, and I know what you've been through. No, I don't. But you're a liar. You're a stone cold faced liar, Sean.
There's a lot of passion in what he's saying, right? Like he was there. Like he knows for a fact that, I don't know.
First of all, you remember when D-Rock had to beat you up at that studio because you were feeling yourself?
Now you want to make him feel small and stuff, y'all. Like, why would you do that? Why would you try and make this man, berate this man like that? Why would you even do that? I don't understand it. But again, I don't follow Funk Flex like that. He got a little bit too much testosterone pumping for me to even follow him like that. But again, you know.
You lucky you signed the Bad Boy. Because if you did not sign the Bad Boy and you signed the Def Jam or anywhere else, they were going to pound you out. Like that.
So pretty much he goes on to say that Shine, basically he's trying to say Shine was a punk. And because he was signed to Bad Boy, that kind of saved him in certain situations.
They beat you up at that studio. Sean, you can't lie with me around, bro. And I'm going to tell you something else, Sean. If you hated Puff so much, when he got the key to the city, you were in the trailer. Sucker. He
was there. He was there when he got the key to the city. I remember I believe he went on Drink Champs because he had came into the States. He was there. And I remember thinking, you know, how odd, because I never felt as if Shine was the only person that had something to do with that lady being pow-powed in the face. I never felt that. And I've talked about it on the show before. I just never felt like it was all his fault. I always felt like Diddy may have something to do with it. It just didn't, I don't know. I just always had that feeling. And then, you know, he forgave him. And I'm sure y'all think he didn't get some money.
Sucker. I can't stand you. You got no guts. You went to jail because you took out your gun because you were scared to get punched in the face by some dudes that you knew that were your people that you jerked.
And that may very well be true, y'all. But at the same time, this lady never stopped saying who pow-powed her, Kirk. She never stopped saying who pow-powed her. If you go and look back, she actually did an interview with, I think it's Tisa Talks, another YouTuber that I follow. And she talked about that night. She talked about it. If you get pow-powed in the face and you see yeah, we can't believe everything we hear. We just can't. This lady said she knew who did it.
Jerked them because you assigned to them first, Sean. Sean, you assigned to those dudes first. I am going to expose you, Sean.
And why are you trying to expose him is my question, Funk Flex. He sounds so passionate about this. Vibes with Land, hey, he sounds so passionate about this. So why are you trying to expose him so badly? What is going on here, y'all?
Because you're a liar. You can fool your country on who you are. You ain't fooling me.
This sounds personal to me, y'all. Doesn't it sound personal, Jihad? It sounds personal to me. He's like that about nothing, Big Mike said. It sounds personal to me, Byron. It sounds personal to me.
You had 10 record deals because you sound like the notorious B.I.G. and he died.
We all remember when Shine came out. That was one of the things that drew a lot of us to him, is that he did sound like B.I.G. And coming off of B.I.G. no longer being there, a lot of us were really missing that sound, missing him. Sounds like he's big mad, Sassy, right? Like, why are you this mad about another man's situation? That's the part that's it's really puzzling me, y'all. Broken but unbroken, it's really puzzling me.
Everybody wanted to spit in your face back then, Sean, including me. But you sounded like Biggie, and he was capitalizing off yourself.
He has so much passion in his voice, y'all. It sounds like he is taking this personal, as if I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
I apologize. I know I said I wasn't going to say something tonight. I'm sorry. Sean, your records were whack too. I'm going to wait till you whack after the documentary come out. And I'm going to destroy you. You don't lie.
I wonder why. Sassy said, rumor said that the Pow Pow was in J-Lo purse. Yep. And said he took the fall. That's what I heard too, Sassy. That J-Lo brought the Pow Pow in. And at a lot of times, y'all know when we riding and rolling, a lot of times it be the woman carrying the loading. And allegedly, she was carrying the loading. Big Mike said, phone ain't nothing but smoke and mirrors. Invite him to Buffalo to see if he come. Yeah. Maybe it is deep hurt and pain, because Funk Flex rant sounds very, very personal. It sounds personal, but that's my opinion. It sounds personal. The passion in his voice sounds very, very personal. Now I get it. Like, Diddy might be a really good friend of his. And that's why it's personal, because like, I ain't gonna just have somebody talking about one of my friends. I'm gonna get passionate about it too. But Funk Flex, I don't know. Big Mike said, nope, that's just him trying to be relevant.
He was framed and he was whatever, and you know, he was the scapegoat and everything else. You're a liar. You couldn't even come through that tunnel. They would have slapped you. You had to come through with 1,000 goons.
Yo, what?
You wanted your head because you had no respect for Biggie. That ain't your natural voice. You're a goofball.
Okay, y'all. Well, that's that. That is that, everybody. So, I don't know, Funk Flex. There's a lot of passion in that. I don't know what you got going on that made you even, you know, maybe it is that him and Diddy are good friends. I don't know. I just know it's excuse me. Sassy said scapegoat. Big Mike said he's been mad ever since those Funk Flex navigators didn't sell. Ooh, the shade. The shade, y'all. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me for another episode of the VETTE GREEN Show. Again, if you have not already, get out there and vote. Get out there and vote, everybody. We are voting for our lives. I feel like I am making sure that I am not taking too much of my mental health and placing it into this election, because y'all, we don't know how real it's about to get. I was thinking to myself early this morning, because I was up early this morning. Big Mike said, big shout out to everybody in the chat. So I was thinking early this morning, like, man, possibly by the time Thanksgiving roll around, we'll know who our new president of this United States is going to be. How does that make y'all feel? Or will we know? How many of you in the chat, even if you are watching the replay, I want you to let me know if you think we will know for sure by Thanksgiving. I'm not even saying the November 5th, because y'all know anything involving Trump, he's not just going to let it go that easy. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening that easy. How many of y'all think that we are going to for sure know who the president of the United States will be in 2025 by the time we sit down for Thanksgiving dinner? That burger dude said, does it really matter? He has no power this time. I don't know, that burger dude. It frightens me to think what may happen. So did y'all watch the Kamala, Beyonce, and Kelly Rowland? I forgot I wanted to talk to y'all about that. Did y'all see the love and unification that Beyonce and Kelly had on that stage? That is how women are supposed to treat each other. Okay, we are supposed to stand up and support each other, even when somebody else is trying to pull us down. You see, Kelly's mic didn't even work, y'all. Her mic didn't even work. But you know what the queen Beyonce did? She gave her hers. You see, they were holding hands going up on that stage like, baby, we got this together. Okay, we for real, sisters. We ain't faking. We ain't faking. Joanne said, I don't think we'll know anything. I don't think we'll know anything either, Joanne. I don't think we'll know anything either. Do y'all think, and I'm going to put this question on the VETTE GREEN page, on our group page, do y'all think that Beyonce's, and Kelly tore it up, okay? Kelly tore it up. I'm going to see if I can find that speech real quick. Kelly Kamala's speech. Do y'all feel, because some people, I was having a conversation with some people yesterday, and they're saying that they think that Beyonce kind of swayed some people to move over to Kamala's side. Do y'all agree? Do y'all speech? Yes, Kelly did that. Kelly did that. Kelly did that. Kelly did that. I'm gonna play a little bit of her speech, y'all, before we get up out of here. Kelly did that. She had me up on my feet. Kelly did that. Kelly did that, y'all.
Welcome to my Houston family. I am so proud to be here back in Houston with my mama T and my sister. Welcome to this day, this remarkable, this joyous.
Y'all, Kelly did this. Liz Crumb says, Kelly did this. I don't know if y'all heard Kelly's speech, but Kelly did this.
This day. A date, a day, a time, a moment with weight and meaning for our country, for our people, and for the world. A moment, Houston, where we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of division and hatred. A moment when we grab back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story of misogyny and racism.
Okay, she said grab back the pen, y'all. Kelly said grab back the pen.
We are grabbing back the pen from those who are trying to write an American story that would deny the right for women to make our own decisions about our bodies.
She said we grabbing back the pen, y'all. Kelly said we grabbing back the pen. Houston, Buffalo, New York, and everybody else.
We are grabbing back the pen.
Period, y'all. We need to grab back the pen because we ain't never had it. Some of us ain't never had it. Lady says some of us ain't never had the pen. So we need to take the pen.
We are grabbing back the pen. That pen to forge a new path with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. We are grabbing back the pen to write a new American story, a story of community, of equality, strength, of kindness, and of hope.
I'm with this. How many of us go help her grab back the pen is the question. How many of us go help grab back the pen? That burger dude said, I watched it live and thought to myself, does Kelly have political aspirations? I thought so too. I watched it live on Instagram, y'all. And when I tell you, it was like I was up close and personal. When I went back to watch the other ones, like on ABC and all of that, the quality was not as good as what I saw watching it through the Instagram live. It just wasn't. And then she made this fantabulous speech, y'all, and there were people all around them booing because when Kamala got on that stage, if y'all were not watching, so many people, it was like they were plants there. And I remember as it was doing a peripheral, you know how the camera does a peripheral, a scanning everybody. I'm like, some of the people just look so out of place to be at a Kamala political rally. Like, they just looked out of place, y'all. And then as the booing started, it was like, look, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I'm going to finish this out, y'all, and then we are going to close this out. But I really want y'all.
When I was a little girl and I pledged allegiance to the United States of America, that meant something to me. That flag meant something to me. And today, that means grabbing that pen and casting my vote, as I already did 2 days ago, for
Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there because I am not trying to tell anybody who to vote for. But what I am going to say is that please, 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 just at least get out there and vote. At least get out there and vote and take somebody with you. Early voting has started in a lot of states, in a lot of counties, Jelani, including Erie County here in the city of Buffalo. Early voting has started. Get out there and vote. Vote like your life really, 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 for real, is dependent on it, Vibes with Land. We got to vote like our children's lives really, really depends on it, okay? That burger dude said, who takes the time out to attend a rally and boo? They gotta be bored. Gotta be bored. Go and vote November 5th. Depending on where you are, Jelani, early voting has already started. So you can actually go out and vote now. And with early voting, everybody, you do not have to vote at your polling place. You just need to find a place to vote for in your area, in your county. Find a place to vote. Make sure you take your ID because you know it's some funky stuff going on already. Rallies are for supporters. Jelani said, do not vote. Do not vote for Trump. Y'all, all I'm going to say is it's about to get real. It's about to get real. Well, I want to thank everybody. Precious said, wow, those edges are healthy and healed. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. This hair is so hard, y'all, right now because I got so much product in it. So it can stay like this. It's been grown so much, Megan. I can't even believe how much my hair then grew. But I'm happy about it. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me for another episode of the VETTE GREEN Show. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. I want to welcome everybody and subscribe. Love you too, sis. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media. Thank you so much for the follow. Hey, Miss Annie Beanie. Hey, Donald Crow. Make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media. You can hit the link right in my bio right here on TikTok, or you can go on YouTube and search for Green Links Media. Links is LYNX Media. Go ahead and give us a subscribe, and I will see you guys back tomorrow right here on Green Links Media. I love y'all. Long life. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day on purpose because you can.
I just like the sound of it.
Man, I can't come down, it's only up from here. Yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing some people tell me what's the deal. Man, I feel like when I do my dance, I feel like the spirit. My vision can't play. I'm feeling kind of woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision
ticket. I'm high though, off that Christ though, going psycho. I run around doing cartwheels like a hypo. You feeling me? Don't be killing me. You're illing me. Demons on my back, yeah, they be drilling me. I tell you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up is where to give me energy. Tell the filthy devil, get up off of me. Saying you gotta pay, ain't nothing free.
Can't come down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing some people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit.
Yeah, this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy.
Fading in the spirit.
Yeah, this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Even to another top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like the sound.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flood of rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm solid, but can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, one different presidents, up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Make them sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
Can't come down, it's only up from